And we are live here in Sawgraves at Ice Arena, and welcome everyone. My name is Jack Ziskin, alongside Travis Quigley. Great to be here at Ice Arena. My apologies, got a bit tongue-tied there for a second. Sixth and final game on the docket. It's the Arlington Admirals. It's the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls, and very exciting matchup here tonight. Kevin Ahern Jr., he was outstanding in game one. He's back in between the pipes here tonight, and for the Bulls, it's going to be Aiden Halliday making his debut at this tournament for Smithtown Hauppauge. Really strong player, and had a cup of coffee in the varsity finals. Smithtown Hauppauge, and should be a really fun one here tonight between these two teams. Arlington coming on a 4-2 loss to EI. They actually led in that game for a good portion of it. And Travis, any notes that I missed on Smithtown Hauppauge or Arlington before we take a quick break for the national anthem?
I think you touched them all. I think this is going to be obviously our sixth and final game, but has the potential to be the best game of the day. These two sides, Arlington dropped the opener in the state tournament 4-2 to East Islip, and then Smithtown had a big win over Elmira in the second game. Like we mentioned, both these sides, their second game of the day. Both looking to finish strong. Arlington looking to move to 1-1, and Smithtown looking to jump to 2-0, match the record of East Islip, and put the two Suffolk sides up at the top of Division I.
And we're going to have a strong, if they win here today, that actually locks up Division I. There's still two more games tomorrow, but if the Bulls win, they clinch, EI clinches, and the decider on who's the first seed from this division will be Smithtown Hauppauge versus East Islip tomorrow.
That game takes place at noon, so middle game of the day.
But right now, we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. We'll be right back with Puck Drop.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we can ask you to please rise for the hats for the playing of the national anthem.
And we're back. Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls taking on the Arlington Admirals, and my ongoing struggle with saying Hauppauge, besides the fact that it's literally the town I live next to. It's pretty impressive considering I played for the Bulls and I can't say it. Apparently they've just been letting me go on for weeks doing this. I don't know. I think Travis was just saying I was, I don't know, something I probably shouldn't say on air. Yeah, we just let them do it, you know. It's a nice cause.
It's a good chuckle.
Can't confirm that that's what they were telling people, but it has been alluded to. And now, enough fun and games. It's LaRue at center, matching up against, looks like Michael Arnone. And this is a 4-2 game between the Chiefs and the Admirals to open this tournament. The Admirals opened the scoring in that game, but worth mentioning, Chiefs and just went up against Elmira. Those two teams, well, obviously they played each other, but Bulls' first game was against Elmira. They won 15-0. That one, Chiefs came away with a 10-1 win against Elmira, so might be a sign. Maybe this Bulls squad wasn't just a Cinderella story on their way to a championship this year. They're on the forecheck now. Puck comes around the wall. Cantalupo poking it free. R.J. Pfister trying to hold it in. Jackson Cantalupo under pressure. Gallagher slides it over. Poked away. Wetzel gets tied up and ends up back in the Bulls zone. Carrying up ice. Across the red line. R.J. Pfister across. Wanted Cantalupo. It was behind him. Now the Bulls forward, carrying it towards the point, walks in, shot. That hit the ceiling of our booth. And isn't it nice to have a booth instead of, what would you call what we have at the rinks? And I love the rinks.
A section?
A section, maybe? I think
section.
John used to call it the, John Levecki, that is, used to call it the nest. That was the best analogy I could come up with. That's the best we had, I think. Rue sending it towards the front. We're trying to prevent the Bulls from sending it towards the front, I should say. But right off the draw, Bulls with possession. Give and go to the point, shot. Redirected to Rico, batting at it. Bonig looking for a clear, and Rue gets it. To Rico, handing it off. Bulls re-enter, but Admirals exit just as quickly. Delayed offsides. Lakowitz has to pull up, and now Brenner looking up ice. Off the wall to Nervegna. Nesbitt collecting a pass, chipping it out of the zone, and Lakowitz under pressure. C.J. Guglielmo. Back across, off the wall, comes to Nervegna and goes D-to-D. Brenner pitching it out of the zone, and place broken up. Landrigan whacking that one in. Whipped around the wall. Admirals pressing. Looking to get something going here in transition. A little chip and change. Currently trying to get to work on the forecheck. Bulls force a turnover. And they enter Admirals territory. Shot on net, and Ahern Jr. with the stop. That's our first shot on goal of the game, and I believe is that our first stoppage or our second?
First stoppage, I want to say. Let's see, we've had the first 2:12 here. Playing through.
And right now it's opening, rather, second face-off won by the Admirals. They got the clear. The puck ends up back in their end. They have possession. Caphammer, I should say, moving it along. And the turnover forced Campo to Solito. Sent in front. Can't connect with Campo, who had a strong performance to open the tournament. There's so many of these Bulls, and sent towards the slot. It pops out. And Matthias Johnson gets the clear. Ahern settles it beneath the goal line. Caphammer up the wall to Myers, under pressure. Bulls trying to force a turnover. They did initially. Puck left the zone. They checked up. They're back up. No. Looks like officials deemed they hadn't checked up, so now Urso up the wall. Bulls nearly get caught, as that one was thrown into that bench when they were looking for a change. Landrigan head manning end. Ends up with LaRue. It's deflected. Comes out to the point. And LaRue on it. McGrane trying to keep him to the outside. Admirals forward cuts in. Backhand shot is blocked to the side by Halliday. And as the puck comes out of the zone, a fast-paced start in transition. LaRue heading in. Shot blocked. Ends up in the rafters. We get a whistle. Travis, there's been a lot of puck movement in these first few minutes. Not a lot of shots, though.
I think it's something that you saw earlier on. I think it's just between every game between a Suffolk opponent and an upstate opponent, whether it be from the Hudson Valley League or the Broome County League. The first couple of minutes are just a feeling out process. These teams haven't played each other at all. So it's really just a matter of feeling each other out, understanding the way each team plays, and then working into your game plan from there.
Face-off was won by the Admirals. They were driving towards the net. Play was broken up, and Michael Arnone moves it along for Trites to Cantalupo. Enters, dancing in, shot, blockered into the netting. We get a stoppage here. A big stop for Ahern Jr.
Had a really, really good game to start this tournament off. Obviously, East Islip came away with the 4-2 win there, but Kevin Ahern Jr. was really solid in net.
And right now, don't believe we have shots for that game. We have them for the rest of them, but right now, Jackson Cantalupo in neutral. And right now, Bulls re-entering, and Jackson Cantalupo towards the front, sent it off the back of the net there. Beneath the goal line, battle for possession. Bonig up the wall, Jackson Cantalupo with it. Both teams battling, comes out to the point. RJ Pfister's shot makes its way through traffic. It's kicked out. Bobby Trites recollecting, and RJ Pfister lost the handle. It's a clear for the Admirals. They're heading up ice. Bulls break it up, and a bit of a tie up there and a penalty. Arms flying in the air, and we'll let the officials sort this one out.
First power play of the game, and it's going to be for the home side, Arlington Admirals. Jackson Cantalupo is headed to the box.
Well, and right now, Jackson Cantalupo to the, like you said, it's a 2-minute minor, trying to find what the call is. We'll get you that from the official scores booth, but D-to-D pass. Admirals, an early power play. The call on the ice is for hooking, and shot towards the front is blocked. It's catapulted out of the zone, really. Ends up coming down for the goal line, and Admirals get a zone exit. The Bulls end up firing it back in, and Alex LaRue recollects, carrying up ice across the red line into the Bulls zone. Towards center, it's redirected off a skate. The Bulls fire that one all the way down. Ahern Jr. has to come out to play it. Elects to leave it.
Great first 40 seconds of this kill for the Bulls.
And right now it's Hepler heading up ice, trying to pick up speed here, entering along the right wing side and poked away. Bulls won't get the zone exit, but as Arlington goes D-to-D, a shot towards the net, and it's a glove save for Halliday.
And Arlington took him a little while there to break the puck out. Good pressure from the Bulls. But able to get into the zone, get a shot on Holiday there, get themselves a face-off to his right.
And right now it's a face-off in the left wing dot. It's one forward. Bulls looking for a clear. It rolls out of the zone. The race to the puck will be won by Hepler. And settling it beneath the goal line. Salito was on the forecheck there, pulled up. Now resetting, Arlington in transition. Bonig picking up speed across the red line. Moving it right to left, trying to cut back in, separated from the puck. It's chipped out of the zone. Race for it as it enters the Admiral zone. Fired up by LaRue, and a nice pass there, but no offsides as Vetrone carried it back into his own zone. Knocked off the puck. That was Hepler after moved along to him, and now Wetzel on the forecheck. Looking to collect it, battle along the wall. And 15 seconds remaining on the power play. Bonig looking for a zone exit. Admirals are on the power play. They just chipped it in. They're going for a change. Far side. Matthias Johnson on the forecheck. Getting physical in the corner. Then some support there. And right now, both teams. Arlington knows that if they lose this game, Division I is locked up. There will be no second chance. But right now, Jackson Cantalupo cutting through, looking for the wraparound. Forced outside, moves it to the point. Bobby Trites' shot is lifted over the net, got deflected. Picked up by Nesbitt. Bulls Bulls forcing a turnover. Trites to the slot. Shot from Pfister redirected into the netting. That went off Cantalupo. And some good looks there from... We've seen Dylan Bonig and Nathan Nesbitt around the puck a lot here, but that last shift, it's Jackson Cantalupo and Bobby Trites, and those two are staying out.
Yeah, it was a really good kill from the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls, and now back to 5-on-5, offensive zone opportunity for them.
Face-off is won back by Arlington, and they chip it into the Bulls bench. Face-off comes to center. Tied up, Arnone muscling it forward. Jackson Cantalupo trying to slide it through. He does. Lost the handle. Shot turned aside by Ahern Jr. One-handing it that time. Hepler looking for a clear. It's deflected. Comes to LaRue. On the back check, it's Trites. Forcing the Arlington Admirals center to carry it towards center. Dumps it in. Was blockered out into the corner. Sent towards the net. Blockered out behind it again by Halliday. Comes up the wall. Trying to hold it in. And now a stretch pass that went awry. Bulls have to reset. Ray Sherwood recollects. We're approaching the 9-minute mark, and Bulls cross-ice feed comes to Bobby Trites, the Bulls captain, trying to slip by Howard. No such luck, and Arlington heading the other way, and a lead pass that goes all the way down. We get a whistle for icing. 8:50 now remaining in the opening frame. Smithtown, Hauppauge just completely trying to create chances in transition, and as soon as I said completely, you could tell I misstep, but they've done a really nice job here on that kill, and shot from the point redirected, but doesn't end up on net. That was Gavin Barham. Comes out to the point, but it's offsides. Good effort nonetheless by Lakowitz, but Rue gets his own exit. Lakowitz second effort. Landrigan fires it in, paddled out into the corner. Bulls on the forecheck. Gavin Barham, the Bulls speedster with it. Moving it, give and go at Landrigan. Collects on the backhand, poked off his stick. Looking up ice, Arlington gets a clear. 2-on-1 developing. Lakowitz the lone defender. Looking for the backdoor pass, won't make it through. Beneath the goal line, battle for possession. Bulls heading up ice. The alternate captain, Lakowitz, moving it along for Gavin Barham, coming in against Howard. Drops it off to Victor DeRico. Carries it in, past beneath the goal line. And Dylan Bonig now looking up ice. Hands it off to Nathan Nesbitt. And lead pass intended for Grant Rue goes awry. Arlington now on the forecheck. It's Nesbitt, but C.J. Guglielmo looking to pull away with it. Yanked it free, moved it across. Adam Lakowitz looking up ice. And it looks like that's Jacob Myers on the forecheck, but the Bulls get his own entry. Shot blockered out into the corner. And Matthias Johnson gets the clear. Bulls send it back in. Timmy Salito that time. On the forecheck, it's Shane Reedy battling with Matt Howard. Comes out in the corner. Jacob Myers tried to send it back in on a reversal. Turnover force. David Wetzel shot. They score! The Bulls find the back of the net. It's 1-0. Smithtown Hauppauge. And a great play there for Smithtown. And you gotta really like that shot from David Wetzel. And Smithtown Hauppauge takes an early 1-0 lead, and right now R.J. Pfister racing after it, collects beneath the goal line. That early goal for the Bulls. Midway through the first, I should say. Timmy Salito now on the attack, and was creating some traffic in front of the net on that last one, but David Wetzel credited with that one. Max Campo, Timmy Salito picking up the assists, and zone exit for Ben Hepler, but Bulls enter off sides. Bit tied up there at the line. It was Wetzel and Salito, and Travis, I don't know about you, but Smithtown Hauppauge really picking up the pace after that one.
Yeah, it was a big goal to open up the scoring here. And apologize, had a little bit of trouble getting you the replay of that one, but good screen in front of the net. And I think that's what caused that goal for the Bulls.
And right now it's David Wetzel moving it along. Solito redirects that one in. It ends up beneath the goal line, and good pass from Joe Brenner to Tyler Nervegna, and puck comes out. His own Bulls have to check up the late offsides. Landrigan towing the line. Comes back out of the zone, and Morgan Gallagher was on the attack. Bulls heading the other way, and a 1-0 lead for the Bulls. Carried in, R.J. Pfister drops it off to the point, across, shot, save, Ahern Jr. A big stop on the shot from J.P. D'Alessandro.
Good job sliding over there, nice positioning. Challenging the shooter after the pass through the seam. Nice job by Kevin Ahern Jr.
Right now, the face-off one back by the Bulls. Trites to the point, shot is redirected. Puck glances off the glass, beneath the net, pops out in front now. And Miller, Kapfner, my apologies, Kapfner, got the clear. Back in the zone, and Kapfhammer, my apologies. The Bulls looking to reset, and Graham shot blocked at the point. Nathan Nesbitt, great work there, and now Brant Rue entering. Pulls up, fires, blocker to side by Halliday. Puck goes out of play, and
really good opportunity there for the Admirals, blocking that shot, Nathan Nesbitt, and then, like you said, Jack, little 2-on-1 chance. Brant Rue taking the shot, blockered away by Aiden Halliday there, standing tall.
He's a good goaltender, and he's a junior. He'll be the returning netminder next year, but right now, Bulls looking for a clear. They're hemmed in. Arlington looking for a response. It's Mike Urso holding it in initially. Puck comes out to Bobby Trites, who collects it along the wall. Looking for the pass to the slot. It's deflected. Couldn't find Jackson Cantalupo. Good stick by Urso. Dylan Boenig supporting in the corner. Michael Arnone pokes it free. Taken down, but Jackson Cantalupo supporting and comes out. Still battling for it, and comes back down low and looking towards the front. It's Arnone shielding, spinning, tied up, still battling with Kapfner. Or Kapfhammer, my apologies. Trites has it in the corner, looking towards the front. Slides it across, Cantalupo fakes, banks it in. More of a tuck, really, but sentiment stands. It's 2-0. Smithtown Hauppauge.
What a beauty that was. And Cantalupo, a little pump fake, walking around Ahern, and then just stuffs it in on the backhand. Really nice goal.
That's
Get another look at this one here from the camera behind the net.
I really thought he was going to try and bank that one in, but that's just the skill of Jackson Cantalupo. That's what he does. He does it regularly.
Silky mitts right there.
Should have seen what he was doing at the JV level. I was wondering what he was doing there when I was calling him during his sophomore year. And really skilled player. I'm exaggerating a little bit, of course, but nonetheless. Bulls now on the attack and looking to get to work in the offensive zone. And Adam Lackowitz holding it in. Handed it off to Landrigan. Gavin Barham's shot gloved by Ahern. Nice save there, coming out of his crease, and prevents a rebound there too.
Yeah, it's a big stop. Keeps this one at 2-0. And a little bit of tale of two tapes here, because we saw through the first about half of the period, it was really Arlington who was pushing the pace and maintaining possession, but we've kind of seen it flip-flop here in the last half of the period, where the Bulls have, once they opened up the scoring, Jack, have really put the pedal to the metal.
Goes shot turned aside by Ahern Jr. Apologies for cutting you off there. And
all good.
They're a really good team, like I've said. They Really, really skilled. And Landrigan looking for a clear that time. Delayed offsides is the call, so they got it. Regained possession. Brendan Landrigan coming in, and LaRue breaks up the play initially. Bulls get it back. Arlington with possession. Looking to reset. We're approaching the 3-minute mark of the first period. Admirals on the forecheck. The Bulls look like they take a penalty beneath the goal line, and Ahern Jr. will head to the bench, and that'll lead to some bonus time on the man advantage for Arlington, but a pass that's deflected. Bulls don't touch up. It's Landrigan now on the chase, and Hepler with it. Sends it up. Ends up being knocked free. A whistle comes, and we're going to get a penalty going against the Bulls. And as we've seen throughout this game, obviously, the first penalty kill paid dividends for the Bulls, and now they're going to have to kill off another one. It's Brendan Landrigan in the dot. Their leading scorer in the regular season had 39.
Holding was the call there, Jack.
Holding is the call indeed, and we'll get that power play now as the face-off is one back. Slap shot from the point. Glove save for Aiden Halliday. Made it look easy that time.
And do it again, but from the other side now.
Exactly. And this Bulls team so good at finding the back of the net. 4 players who hit 30 points in the regular season. I mentioned Landrigan is in the box. Trites, the captain, had 33, and Gavin Barham and Jackson Cantalupo had 30 apiece. Didn't even play a full schedule. Again, that's just regular season. So as Salito looking to enter, puck is poked away, comes out of the zone. David Wetzel going D-to-D with R.J. Pfister, who flips it in. Ahern Jr. gloves it down, and it comes to Dylan Bonig. Escaping pressure, carrying it up ice, cutting across, left to right, throws on the brakes, saucers it across, shot across the point, looking for a redirect, still battling for it, but unable to find the net that time. It sent all the way down. Ahern Jr. comes out to play it. Under pressure from D'Alessandro, fires it out of the zone. It rolls all the way out to Brant Rue. And now the play gets broken up a couple times there. Bulls getting in the way of the puck, making life difficult for Admirals power play, and still trying to get to work here on the cycle. Ben Hepler can't get to that one. Good work there by R.J. Pfister, who chips it in, and Jackson Cantalupo on the chase. Collects in the right wing corner, slips through one defender, but can't maintain possession, and Jacob Myers takes over, slides it over to Alex LaRue, who carries it up ice, cutting back towards center. 25 seconds remaining on the power play. A tie up there. Michael Arnone can't force it free, and sent towards the front. Arnone batting it away. C.J. Guglielmo up the wall, and Nathan Nesbitt holds it in. And still looking to get to work here. Correction, that might have been Dylan Bonig who held it in. Nathan Nesbitt, who got to work in the corner. 50 seconds remaining. Michael Arnone of the Bulls moving it on for Jackson Cantalupo. Carries it in. Power play has expired. 40 seconds now remaining. Bulls check up. Now get to work on the forecheck. It's the second consecutive kill for the Bulls, and as Tyler Nervegna moves it on for, I believe that was Patrone. Bulls get it back in their own zone. Puck comes out of the zone. Correction, that was Johnson, but either way, Bulls looking to reset. Tyler Nervegna has it, looking D-to-D. Ends up moving it to Nathan Nesbitt, who carries it up, fires it in. Halliday paddles it out into the corner. That's it for the first period. The Bulls lead by 2. It's business as usual for them. And Travis, what do you like from that first period?
Well, like I touched on about when there was about 3-4 minutes left, I thought the first half of the period was really strong for the Arlington Admirals, and then I think once the Bulls were able to put the puck in the net the first time, that really gave them a little bit more life, really put the game in their hands, gave momentum, swung momentum their way, and you saw they were able to follow up and bury a second one to head into this intermission up 2-0. I think Arlington has to kind of, do what they can to find that game that they had through the first 8 to 10 minutes or so I thought they were really doing a good job of limiting the Bulls' chances as well as taking the game to them through puck possession, through just basic aggression, you know. Smithtown, they got to stick to the game plan in terms of the way they played the last 7.5, 8 minutes of that period, because they owned it. And that's the reason why they're up 2-0 right now. They made the last half of that period extremely easy on Aiden Holiday. He had to make a couple saves there, but nothing that was too dire, nothing that was, I would say, too difficult. And I think that's going to be important here, because we saw this Arlington side, they've got some goal scorers. They have a couple guys that can put the puck in the net. And you're going to have to continue to limit those players, especially if you're Smithtown and you want to make your life maybe a little bit easier tomorrow by, going 2-0 today and potentially booking your ticket to Sunday.
Will there be less pressure that way in Smithtown? Hauppauge off to a tremendous start. You have to give them credit, and Victor DeRico and the Don, along with Michael Arnone, is one of those players where I did want to touch on this because they were such big parts of that title run. But if you look at the rosters, if you look at their points, you wouldn't know it because they're right in the middle of the pack. They're actually towards the lower end of it. And they're 2 top 6 players. They win those puck battles. And for Arlington, for Alex LaRue, for Ben Hepler, it's going to start with winning the battles against those 2. If you don't beat those 2 in the corners, you can't beat the Bulls.
Here's Arlington with a
Coming
big chance.
Front, shot turned aside by Halliday, and the Bulls field 2 JV teams, and I think he's the reason why, because he spent last year at Middle Country's JV team, and the varsity squad got to look at him in tryouts and said, "Oh, we should take this kid."
He's been solid so far here tonight.
And to his credit, had a lot of strong starts early on. Wasn't going to get the start over the senior Ryan, but that's par for the course. And 2 real strong netminders. Bulls are really fortunate in that department. They get it towards the net, but not on it. And R.J. Pfister trying to guide that one down. It's ladled out of the zone, for lack of a better term. David Wetzel under pressure from Ben Hepler. Moving it on for R.J. Pfister, who gets tied up and ended up headmanning it. Comes across to David Wetzel, enters, trying to slide through, and ends up losing the handle, gets it back. We get a whistle here.
Power play coming up for Smithtown.
Well, it's a golden opportunity now for the Bulls to take a 3-0 lead and really take, it's a really good opportunity for them to take the full tide of the wind and set it behind their sails, as you like to say.
I agree, Jack. Really big chance here. And to score a third. And despite it still being early, could really be a dagger to a team. Arlington's had a solid penalty kill so far today.
Off the draw, getting to work, moving the puck around, but the shot goes wide. Right now it's Jackson Cantalupo carrying up ice in transition to the outside. Looking to cut back in, pass through the slot, comes out to the point. And right now, Bulls looking to get back to work. CJ Guglielmo back to Cantalupo, looking for Reedy on the far side. 40 seconds have gone by. Bulls are dishing around the puck, but haven't been able to swish, find the back of the net so far. Bulls still moving it. Lakowitz to Cantalupo, back to Lakowitz. Back to Cantalupo, walking in, misfired. Regathers, walks in, drops it off. Back to the point, Adam Lakowitz. Fires it, shot turned aside, comes out in the corner. Shane Reedy moves it back to Adam Lakowitz. Pulls up, hands it off, walking in, looking for a shot, can't find it, carries beneath the goal line. Pass over to CJ Guglielmo. And David Wetzel off the bench for Lakowitz. Fires a shot that's turned aside by Ahern Jr. Comes back to the Bulls blue liner. Moving it high to low, comes low to high. Guglielmo. Slap pass, faking that time, gets it to Cantalupo. Looking across, breaking free, walking in, backhanded towards the front. It's loose. And a one-time attempt for Shane Reedy won't go. It's sent down the length of the ice. Aiden Halliday has to come out, play it in. Looking up ice, comes to CJ Guglielmo. Power play will expire. Arlington gets their first kill. Brendan Landgren moving it on for Gavin Barham. He tried to drag that one through, couldn't dangle through the defense. Now a chance for Arlington if they can hurry. Good play there against Gallagher defensively for the Bulls. And now Wetzel, take Barham, ends up ricocheting off a defender. Now heading the other way, it's Alex LaRue. And LaRue distinctive for his blue bucket. And just made a beautiful pass to the front. Delayed penalty now, and looks like Halliday with the stop. We're seeing the Bulls heading back to the kill. Gavin Barham, believe he's the culprit. Might just be heading to the bench. Might actually be Bobby Trites, my mistake.
Looked like holding was the call there, Jack.
And right now it's a golden opportunity for Arlington to find the back of the net, start clawing their way back on the scoreboard. Because right now, as they win the draw forward, it's Michael Vitrone heading up ice. Comes to Dylan Bonig. Now Vitrone to the point. Hepler holds it in. It's been whipped around the wall and then ladled out of zone. Goes all the way down the sheet. And looking to settle it. Arlington with possession and sent back up. Coming in now, Hepler. Shot gloved by Halliday.
Just want to correct myself, Jack. I think I heard our public address announcer call that one a slash. I thought I saw the ref do a holding sign.
Well, you did for Ben Hepler, so maybe you just got mixed up there.
Potentially.
Either way. No harm, no foul. It's a 2-minute minor either way. Face-off has been won back by Arlington. A turnover forced by D'Alessandro. Ahead for Timmy Solito. Hepler on the back check. And he takes a penalty there. We get a whistle. Looks like we're getting a penalty, correct?
I don't believe a penalty was called there, Jack.
I didn't think I saw the arm go up, but I did see the slashing signal because you could kind of see the legs taken out. Maybe I was mistaken, but
I believe it's just the whistle came due to the net coming off there. All right. We're staying 5-on-4.
My mistake.
Definitely can hear some people that might not be too pleased with that call.
Well, the good news for the Bulls is they're still up 2-0, so as long as they can hold that lead, Arlington icing it.
Face off back in their end once again. Just couldn't break out cleanly on that one.
And they really can't have that if you want to start clawing your way back into this game. It's a bit surprising, so I'm just assuming that's a one-off thing. We really haven't seen them from that do that all game. They're a really good puck-moving team.
Yeah, these are two teams that I think pride themselves on puck possession.
And LaRue dragging it through his legs. Shot off the bar. A beautiful shot, but Timmy Solito moving it up ice. Brendan Landrigan racing after it. And poked off his stick at the line, and now heading the other way with speed. Entering, trying to center. And a bit of a tie up there with Bonig, and now it looks like there's an arm up in the air. Call on the ice. Sherwood with possession. Trying to send that one all the way down, and as they touch up, it looks like there's a penalty here going against, I believe, the Admirals?
Yep, we're going to 4-on-4, and it's going to be a cross-check on Hepler here.
Well, that'll do it. It's an abrupt end to the power play, and right now it's going to be a face-off in the right wing dot, and Travis trying to double-check the call here. Per the official scorer's booth, it looks like you were correct, and with 11:41 remaining. Bulls win the draw back too far, so they have to reset in their own end. R.J. Pfister definitely maneuvering up ice. Muscles his way past one defender. Second time he ends up going down, and Arlington gets the clear. Bulls regain possession. David Wetzel over to R.J. Pfister and enters. Tried to send it across. Pass is picked off. That'll be the start to the Bulls power play. Aiden Halliday paddling that one over to Bobby Trites. Fakes, carries, enters the Arlington zone. Sends it to Brendan Landrigan. Back across, pulls up, shot. The net is off.
Good power play so far for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls.
And they've won the draw back too, always so important. R.J. Pfister getting to work. Comes to Jackson Cantalupo. Bobby Trites walking in. Pass across. They scoop. I could have sworn they were going to put that one in. Turns out, did not. David Wetzel. A cross shot. And this time they score. Second time's the charm. R.J. Pfister finds the back of that. We're going to take a look at that one. And I would bet it all that the first one was going in, but...
And almost making the save was Ahern Jr. We'll see if we can take another look at this one from behind the net. He got a piece of it.
It's impressive. He's gotten, like you pointed out in our first broadcast, actually, all those years ago, and by years I mean this morning, he gets a lot of those. He gets a lot of pieces of pucks that he probably shouldn't.
He's very acrobatic and almost made the stop there on Pfister, but right-handed shot, tucked it home. It's a 3-0 lead for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls.
And now on the forecheck, Bulls looking to make this a 4-score game. I feel better that the PA announcer also repeated it.
He gets a pass, though.
Yeah, he's not from... he didn't play for them. He didn't have that on his jersey.
Yeah, so you're the only one that does not get a free pass.
That's fair. I don't need a free pass.
He probably said it because he heard you saying it.
I don't think that anybody in the booth would put themselves through listening to me. R.J. Pfister trying to break that one up in neutral. David Wetzel supports, comes back to R.J. Pfister. Off the boot of Max Campo, who settles it. Dishes it across. David Wetzel skates into it. Enters. Pulls up. Slips through. Looking for the shot. Doesn't find it. Max Campo getting to work along the wall. Beneath the goal line, Arlington Admirals force a turnover. Pushing up ice. They get that one out of the zone. Alex LaRue carrying. Tried to toe drag through. Gets tied up. Boxed out by Malone. And now the puck leaves the zone. Jacob Myers firing it back in. Past the outstretched stick of David Wetzel. Halliday settles it. Patrick Maloney actually played defense a lot. Ended up moving to wing for a strong Bulls squad. Now chipping it in. Puck comes to JP D'Alessandro, who can't get to work on the cycle. Good play by the Bulls, but a second effort by the aforementioned Bulls forward. Carrying it in, makes the pass off the wall. Malone settling it, looking for a shot. Can't find it, sends it across into the left wing corner. Arlington looking for a clear, won't get it. Puck comes across, D to D, Lakowitz. Carries it through center. Showing off the mitts that time. Shot goes caroming off the wall in the corner. Bulls on the forecheck. JP D'Alessandro. Down low, Patrick Malone. Holding. Off the boards to Rico. Collects. Backhand to the point. Guglielmo's shot. Redirected. It's loose in front. Free. Both teams battling for it. Arlington comes away with it. They backhand it off the wall. It goes trickling down, and on the attack it was Myers, but Lakowitz sending it to the weak side. JP D'Alessandro enters, drops it off. Malone's shot paddled up and out of play.
Back and forth action there over the last few minutes.
And a lot of fast-paced action, and
both sides kind of settling in as well. Back to 5-on-5 as we had about 6-minute span there where
Oh,
it was
hockey's
both
played at
sides just
5-on-5?
trading off power plays and penalty kills and all the good stuff.
Wetzel holding it in. Kaphammer moving it up the wall, and he's been really noticeable here tonight. If Arlington's going to mount a comeback, they're going to need strong play from their back end, and he's a name to watch. Puck has been shipped in, Jackson Cantalupo, and puck rolls on Bobby Trites, the Bulls captain. Kaphammer moved it D to D. Puck comes up ice, and it was Urso to Bonig chipping it in, and McGrane collects. Ray Sherwood gives it over to Michael Arnone. Play is broken up. Sherwood poking at it. Puck comes free. Entering. Shot towards the net. Halliday turning it aside. And now Andre McGrane carrying up ice. Arnone on the forecheck. Urso looking for a clear. Comes to Trites, walking in. Fakes a shot. Second attempt, he scores. Not second attempt. Get the idea. 4-0 Bulls.
You see Trites just walk right down Broadway there. Takes a good low shot on the blocker side. Take a look. Ahern trying to get square there, but
A lot of
fighting off a couple bodies in front. A lot of traffic in front there. Bobby Trites able to pick the corner.
Cantalupo picks up his third assist. And Bobby Trites' his second point, his first goal of this game. I believe he had a hat trick and 3 assists in round 1 in this tournament. For lack of a better term, RJ Pfister curling away from pressure. Headmans it. Barham trying to one-hand that in. Can't. Comes out to the point. Shot. Ends up ricocheting off the wall. And Barham to DeRico. Over. Shot. Skips out. Loose. Ahern Jr. might have gotten a piece of that, but now Arlington looking for a clear. Wetzel fires it back in off the stick of the Arlington netminder. Landrigan collects. Drags. Curls. Backhand. Comes all the way around the wall. Wetzel steps into it. Looking. Fakes. Walks in. Carrying. Looking for an open man and finds RJ Pfister at the point. Drags. Cutting cross, but second attempt from Ben Hepler. Sent Pfister spinning. He gets it back. Moves it to the point. Wetzel has it roll on him. Under pressure. And Gavin Barham to the front. Looking. DeRico can't get the shot off. Comes back out to the point. Wetzel holds it in. Fires. Gloved, but not grasped, then covered by Ahern. Face off is 1 to Salido, pushing it forward, but can't get it on net. Kaphammer moving it up ice. It goes out of play that time, trying to chip it past Lakowitz. 5:09 remaining in the second stanza. Sixth and final game of the day. We'll be right back at it tomorrow at 8 a.m. Right now, the face-off's been won back. CJ Guglielmo firing it in. Right wing corner. Comes up to the half wall. Campo holding it in. Kaphammer looking to settle it. Kick back into the zone. Ends up coming all the way into the left wing corner near side. Guglielmo picks it off, walks in. Pass across, trying to connect with Timmy Salido. Couldn't. Leaves the zone now. Puck being carried up ice, and Guglielmo breaks up the play. Puck comes down. Shane Reedy moved into the corner for Salido. Now Guglielmo carrying it across the front of his own net, shielding it, pulling away And firing it across. Pass goes past Campo all the way down. That's going to be an icing, and Bulls will get a wholesale change.
Good chance for Arlington. Got to try to take advantage after that icing with the face-off in the offensive zone. Down 4-0. You're definitely going to want to try to get on the scoreboard here before this second period concludes.
And right now it's Landrigan into Dodd. It's a big moment right now for Arlington, an opportunity on this offensive draw. Rue got it from Bonig. Comes out to the point, Soccer to the stick of Ravegna, but can't get the shot on net. And now Arlington trying to get to work in the right wing corner. McGraham goes down. The puck comes to Patrick Malone. Bulls forward. Firing it off the glass. That goes all the way down. We get an icing here. Comes down at the left wing corner. Landrigan against Bonig. One back, shot from the point. Halliday with the stop. Good reflex save there, and sparring for it in the corner. It's yanked out, sent to the weak side. McGraham moving it on for Landrigan, and McGraham has to support. Carries it forward. Fires a shot. It's paddled away from the front. Still pressuring. Comes up. Sashayed on along the wall from Malone towards the center. Pitched up, but not out of the zone. It's held in. Ray Sherwood escaping. Walking the line and holds it in there. Continuing to get to work. Gets it back at the point. Walking, firing. Shot goes off to pipe it out, and puck goes all the way down now.
Good shot from the point there. Just hit the post and rolled on into the corner, but Bulls almost extending their lead to 5-0 there. Been another strong period here for Smithtown Hauppauge.
And right now it's another offensive zone draw. They have outshot Arlington 2-1 here. And they don't seem to be showing any signs of slowing down. Puck comes out towards R.J. Pfister, who pivots away from trouble. Hepler pressuring. The puck re-enters. Arnone on the forecheck, and Arlington looking for a clear. Comes out to the point. Wetzel back to Trites to the slot. Cantalupo looking for a drop pass, won't find one. Tried to slide through and a turnover. Racing back, 3 Bulls against Gallagher, and they take away the breakaway. Pfister heading up ice. Trying to move that to the weak side for Arnone. Arlington Durso got a piece of it. Arnone got in front of it, and now we get a whistle here.
Got a penalty coming, Jack, but I just want to point out, if that play right there before the penalty doesn't show you how badly this Bulls team wants it, I'm not sure what will. When you got 3 guys that back check as hard as those 3 just did to break up that breakaway, that's really, really impressive levels of effort. And like I said, it shows you how badly this team wants it. They want to do the double, Jack. They want to be Suffolk County champions. They want to be state champions. And effort like that is definitely going to help your cause.
This was the Friars League for 2 years. And while a majority of this Bulls roster was playing JV during that time, during that 2-year dynasty in the SCHSHL, where it was the Friars, was the Bulls chomping at the bit. And right now, this is their chance to start a dynasty of their own potentially. Trites moving it to Landry, shot glancing off the glass. Bulls carrying it towards center. Flying it across, shot, turn aside, rebound, loose, poking at it, jabbing, it's free. There's a pile up in front. Comes out to the point, Lakowitz moving it to the half wall. Left wing side, shot across, looking for a one-timer. Can't connect. Firing it across, Bulls really pressing. Shot goes glancing off the glass, remains in play. Bulls hold it in. CJ Guglielmo pulls up, looks across. Lakowitz. Over to Trites. Fires a shot. Redirected. Comes free. Landrigan. Off the pipe and out.
I think he got a glove on that,
Got
Jack.
a glove?
Yeah.
Well, it's Ahern Jr., so not surprising. Guglielmo to Lakowitz. Shot on net. It's up.
Another good stop.
Off the netminder, and Lakowitz now he gets to work, and Arlington forcing a turnover, trying to just throw that one out of there. First time they didn't. Halliday really coming out of his crease to play that one. Fires it off. Nice pass there, good touch. And whistled for offsides. Gotta be careful with that long change, and with 48 seconds, or 48.1 seconds remaining, 38 on the penalty, Bulls lead Arlington, lead the Admirals for nothing. We're fast approaching a ice cut and potentially the final frame of play after this one. Face off is one to Cantalupo, carrying it in. Backhand shot, turned aside, rebound, turned aside. D to D at the point. RJ Pfister moving it along. Jackson Cantalupo, shot, bar, out. Comes back out to the point, RJ Pfister. Moving it over to Jackson Cantalupo. In front, redirected, loose, free, poking at it, jabbing at it, and they find the back of the net. Looks like that's going to be Victor Dorico.
Just hounding away the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. If you take a look at the replay here, Ahern kicked it out once or twice, but just in front of the net, battling hard.
This is a great battle here, and they're jabbing at it. Dorico gets that one in there, and
Dorico.
I really like how they've gotten to work in front of the net, especially in the second half of the season, especially in the playoffs. It's a 5-0 game, and like I said earlier, if you're going to beat the Bulls, you got to beat Arnone and you got to beat Dorico. And if you don't do that, well, it's a hard task to do. They play really hard. It's been a very impressive showing for them yet again. RJ Pfister under pressure, spinning away. Looking up towards Jackson Cantalupo and entering. Fires a shot that goes lead wide, and that'll do it for the second period. The Bulls lead 5-0 over the Arlington Admirals, and I think it's safe to say this game has lived up to the hype, but right now the Bulls might have lived up to it more.
Like I said a couple minutes ago, Bulls showing that they want it through their effort, how they're working as a team. And this is a team that does not want to be denied the chance to do the double here. Arlington going to head to the room right now and try to put a game plan together, looking to bounce back in this third period. Still a lot of hockey left, and
it's hard because they've played a really good game.
They have. Just the Bulls like the Friars. Very high-powered offenses. They know how to put the puck in the net, and for Arlington here, it's going to be important to head into the room, have a good team talk, settle down a little bit, rest the legs, and come back out for that final 17 flying.
We obviously know all four coaching staffs very well from Suffolk. Always nice talk to them. I'm assuming Mark Dubois had his team doing sandbaggers for the Bulls, really training them hard in between these last couple weeks. They've really come out flying here right now. Looks like a weight's been lifted.
They look ready to go, that's for sure.
And we'll be back in just a few minutes after the ice cut with a clean sheet. Jack Ziskin, Travis Quigley on the LI Sports Network. 5-0 Bulls over the Admirals here in Saugerties.
I would call everything on Arlington. Let's do that. Call them all on Arlington, bud. Go, Lord. Come on, boys, let's go!
And we are live for opening draw. LaRue in the dot. Matched up against Arnone, and we're underway. The Bulls have possession right off the draw. Turnover forced, penalty drawn, and Bulls heading to the kill. I believe that's going to be Ray Sherwood heading to the box.
You look at the play there. I don't think Sherwood was expecting the puck to get stuck on the ice there. Still a little bit wet following the cut. Good pressure applied by Gallagher, forcing the penalty there. And like I said, Jack, going into intermission, Arlington got to go into the room, have a good conversation, get your legs back under you, get that motivation going again. And not much of a better way to start than 10 seconds in getting a power play.
And right now it's a tripping call against Sherwood, which now leads to Arlington on the power play. Bulls looking for a clear. Broken stick on the ice, and right now looking for a regroup. It's Bonig heading up ice for Arlington. Lead pass comes all the way across, and Bulls force a turnover, fire it out of the zone, all the way down the sheet. And Ahern Jr. leaves it for Urso, under pressure from Arnone. Comes around, LaRue looking, drops it off for Bonig. And Bulls, Arnone on the forward check still, making life difficult, but Arlington eventually gets down the ice and looking to get to work in the offensive zone. That one goes into the bench.
Really important power play right here for the Admirals. They gotta get a goal early in this period here. Still down 5-0, and anything to cut into this deficit will help their cause, help swing momentum their way.
And right now the face-off in the dot is won back by the Bulls. They're looking for a clear. It's just whipped around the wall. It's going to go all the way down. Ahern Jr. coming out to play it. Spinning and firing that one into the corner, and Admirals looking for it. Comes towards Ahern Jr. Back to Matthias Johnson. Pass deflected by Langevin and chipped back into the zone, and Revegna moved it along, and Johnson now pressing, trying to cut inside. Pass turned aside. Looks like they've drawn another penalty. It's going to be a 5-on-3 for Arlington. A poke check there, and Landry can't settle it. And we're going to get a whistle here. It's Halliday who touches up, so 5-on-3. He'll be asked to do a lot here.
Ref, are you sure?
And no surprise on that call. I believe it was for holding. Didn't see the arm signal, but, well, we saw the hold.
Yeah, I didn't see the signal either, Jack, but I think you're right. Safe to say that one was a hold. I'm sure we'll get official word.
That's the box for holding. I don't think there's no argument there.
Just 23 seconds at the start of that 5-on-3, so before you know it, it's going to be 5-on-4 once again.
And LaRue has to carry it all the way down to Rico pressuring, and he just gallops around the ice sometimes. He's a really fast player, and always a pleasure calling his games. Right now, Arlington looking to reset.
And back to 5-on-4 now.
And right now, R.J. Pfister looking for a clear. LaRue holds it in. Karam's off the glass. Sent towards the front. Comes all the way out to the point. Punched out. A big save for Halliday.
That was a nifty little shot there by LaRue, too. The little pull in and let it fly.
Low blocker, too, so a difficult save. DeRico getting a change there. So Bulls managed to recover. Almost led to a shorthanded not shorthanded then. Almost left the Bulls even more shorthanded on an opportunity for Arlington. David Wetzel with it. Just trying to maintain possession, get to work on the cycle with the Bulls on the kill. Salido against Brenner. LaRue supporting and looking up ice. Backhands it ahead. Knocked down, kept in the zone. Salido tried to slide that one across. JP D'Alessandro supporting, chips it in, and Bulls still on the kill. Puck comes back to Arlington. They're hemmed in their own zone. Sent towards the front, Salido. First attempt, second attempt. Ahern Jr. with a denial, spinning to hold his pipe. Now Bonig looking for the clear. Gets it, chips it in towards Halliday. He pokes it into the corner, and before you know it, there's 15 seconds left on the Arlington power play. And a shot from the point, redirected. Another stop by Halliday. What a save.
Jack, we're going to get a look at the replay here. Not sure if Halliday got a piece of that one, or if it hit the post. See the deflection. And the first shot came off the post, and then the rebound attempt.
He gets an arm on it.
Gets the arm on it, sliding across, taking away the opening of the net. Really nice job there.
Either way, he gets across. Halliday. That's all that matters. And right now, Bulls win the draw. 5 seconds remaining. They send it out of the zone. Capfamer sending it up the wall, but the penalty has expired. And a turnover forced by the Bulls in neutral. Sliding it in, entering. Campo wanted to move it right back to Reedy. That one went awry. Matt Howard trying to reverse it. Comes back to Shane Reedy on the cycle. Collected by Max Campo. Trying to shield against Matt Howard. Sent towards the front, and Miller Hammer, my apologies, has possession, nearly lost it, got it back, pushing it towards the point, paddled out by Ahern Jr., sent towards the front, shot, scores! Max Campo finds the back of the net. Gonna be saying his name a lot next year, I'm telling you. That's the second goal of the tournament, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice pass out front on the backhand. Campo making no mistake. Almost doing enough there was Johnson getting the stick in the way, but following through on the shot, putting it home was Campo.
Max Campo knows how to score. He was one of the Bulls' leading scorers at the JV level. One of those, just like Evan LaFada in some respects, where you don't really know why he's not scoring more. You just feel like he should be. He had 2 in his first game. Now that's 3 on the tournament. It's a big one here in the third period of Arlington really pressing early on in this frame, but now Shane Reedy heading up ice.
And penalty going against, I believe that's Alex LaRue who took it.
Well, you can always separate LaRue based off the blue bucket, as you pointed out in our first game of the day. It's a power play for the Bulls, and they have a chance to make a 6-goal game a 7-goal game.
And that was a holding call that went against Alex LaRue.
Well, and
seen a few of those tonight.
We saw a few calls go against Arlington in the second period, but first period, they got 2 power play opportunities, and now Landry walking in, shot, trying to beat Ahern Jr. far side. I believe that went into the, no, it didn't go in the netting, that was just off, but it's gonna pull this up, it's a little bit interesting. You had those first 2 power play opportunities, Admirals can't capitalize on it. When they take 3 penalties in the second period, comes back to haunt them as the Bulls, they end up going ahead after that first power play. They had a lot of chances to, you know, jump out in the lead, and they just weren't able to capitalize in the first period. Now Gavin Barham walking in and dropping it off. Puck comes to Landrigan. Credit Aiden Halliday for some solid work early in the opening frame as the Arlington gets the clear, but right now it's Lackwoods and Travis. You have to say in this game the difference has to be the Bulls' power play.
Yeah, they've been strong, and even when they haven't been able to capitalize necessarily on the power play, they've been strong coming off of the power play. They maintained the momentum that they gained from the power play, and that's why we've been able to see them fill the net like they have, not just in this game, but in the game earlier as well. And it's something we touch on. They take advantage of their opportunities.
And it's also the short... It's not even about... And like you said, it's not even about capitalizing on it. They get so many shots, they wear you down. Yeah,
something we talked about during the Friars game. The Bulls are a team that plays with volume. They're a heavy volume team, whereas the Friars, they're going to be try to be precise and accurate. And they may not get as many shots as the Bulls, but they're going to finish almost just as much.
Right now, Wetzel at the point. Shot is blocked by Bonig. Wetzel recovers it. Walks in, looking for a second attempt. Ends up trying to hand it off to Pfister. Goes awry. And Vegna can't get the clear. Comes out to the point. Reedy looking, firing. Shot, and they score. It went off. I believe that went off a body in front and in. Couldn't see who it was. Either way, it's going to be Shane Reedy's goal. It's 7-0 Bulls. Another power play tally.
Yeah, pass came out in front. I'm going to say that is going to be Shane Reedy's goal.
Yeah. And
off a stick in front of the net there.
Going back and just looking through here on the Bulls score. Victor DeRico scores after a power play late. Actually, Victor DeRico, I believe, scores with 2 seconds left in the power play in the second stanza. We've got a couple others, too. Try and go back through there. They don't list the power play goals until after the game. Just kind of have to go through working piece by piece with the times. And as I've said many times, and so have you, we're not math guys.
Not a math guy.
Not
a word
even,
guy.
I wouldn't even say I'm a counting guy.
Oh, definitely a word guy.
Right now in transition, though, Brendan Landry, it's a 7-score game, and right now, JP D'Alessandro, my mistake, shouldn't have said Landry, and it was 98, not 88. Shot towards the net is redirected. And Ahern Jr. holding his pipe. Malone trying to drag that one through. Nervegna kicks it out into the corner. We're on the reversal. Comes around the weak side wall. Wilcox skates into it. Bulls. Wetzel holds it in. Nervegna second attempt. It's held in by Reedy. Malone batting at it. Can't settle it. Comes up and out of the zone. Looking. Walking in. Wetzel wants the shot. Doesn't like what he sees. D'Alessandro can't hold on to it. Patrone sends the length of the ice. Halliday comes out to play it, looking for a stretch pass. Elects to hand it off. I believe that's R.J. Pfister now. Picking up speed, entering, walks in, dangled once. Second time was not the charm, and a turnover forced Matt Howard with it. Tried to carry it up ice. Turnover was forced. Wetzel tried to throw on the brakes at center. Turn on the Jets, but wasn't able to do so. Bulls now pressing. Tirico battling with Campo, entering. And a nice defensive play there. But the clearing attempt doesn't go. Tirico holding it in, poked out now, and Sherwood has to flip it in, and going to be settled by Ahern Jr. under pressure. Comes around the wall, Victor Tirico. On the forecheck, comes out. Gallagher wants to clear, won't get it. Campo holding it in. Comes to Tirico, looking towards the front. Back to Campo, shot, scores! Max Campo, back-to-back multi-goal games. Saugerties seems to agree with him.
Gets the pass in the high slot, and really like that there, Jack. No stick handle. He receives the puck and just lets the shot go. Doesn't give Ahern a chance to get set.
And
goal scorer's goal right there.
Well, he's got 4 of them so far this tournament. We're only on day 1. Draw is 1 forward. And right now, Bulls on the attack. Capshammer moving it up the wall and sent up but not out of the zone by Rue. Sent back towards the front, and Capshammer picking it up, looking to make something happen here late in this game. Under 8 minutes remaining. Admiral's defenseman has it beneath the goal line. Knocked off the puck, and Tirico headmans it. Salido with it. Shot towards the net. Careens off the end boards. Trying to collect that one, but Myers gets it out of the zone. Bulls looking to chip it back in. Can't enter initially. Right now, Admiral's trying to reset. Vegna cross. Trites picks it off. Comes towards McGrane, but he leaves it for the Bulls captain. Tried to move it along. Pass is broken up by Rue, and now Trites will reset. Trying to pick up speed. Hands it off. Cantalupo over to Sherwood. To Arnone. Comes up and out of the zone. Arnone recovering that one after it's nearly chip past Trites, and now Bulls on the attack. Ends up in the corner. Trites under pressure from Nervegna. Now Arnone looking towards the slot. Ends up dropping it off in the corner. Trites towards the front. Backhand pass. Ends up coming out in the slot. Johnson headmanning it. Capshammer pushing ahead. Separated from the puck. Trites re-entering. Bulls cutting towards center. Shot redirected. Glancing off the boards. Capshammer looking up ice. Moving it to the backhand, and Sherwood collects it and enters. And Capshammer gets the worst of a reverse hit there. Sherwood doesn't really give him much, and now on the back check, Bulls looking to reset. It's Arnone under pressure. Moves it up and comes cross ice. Cantalupo trying to break through Urso. Can't. Bulls get it back in the neutral zone. 6 minutes remaining in this one. Barring a miraculous comeback, Smithtown Hauppauge will come away with their second victory of the tournament. Like you said, goal differential, such a huge part of this. And right now, well, the Bulls are going to have pretty sizable advantage in that.
Not going to find a better goal differential than what they got.
Well, there's a reason we're not saying what it is, but right now it's an empty net. Bulls still trying to add to their impressive lead. Cantalupo Pressured by Urso and Myers, slides it to the slot. Gavin Barham skating backwards. Shot from Trites is gobbled up by Ahern Jr. And we get another whistle, a Bulls power play. And since that first power play in the second stanza, Bulls didn't capitalize on it. Then Trites takes a penalty. So they score on the minor, assessed to helper. They score again on the second minor, assessed to helper. And then they scored on the Alex Lane call as well, so... Or Alex LaRue, my apologies. Not sure how I slipped up there, but regardless, I think they have about 3 power play goals right now, looking to make it 4. Guglielmo to Campo, back to Guglielmo, walking the line, looking for the shot, moves it over. Karam's off the wall. Guglielmo has to collect it in the neutral zone. Bulls reset. Malone setting the screen in front, and Campo, along with Lakowitz and Guglielmo on this power play. Campo battling for it. Howard really came away with Guglielmo on the forecheck, pokes it in front. Campo in front, poking at it again, can't capitalize. Malone supporting there, and Lakowitz to Guglielmo. Under pressure, moves it into the corner. Shane Reedy carrying it towards the point and drops it off. Guglielmo walks in, throws on the brakes. Hands it off to Max Campo. Sliding it back across. Guglielmo, shot, kicked out by Ahern Jr. Racing after it's Norvegna. Sends it all the way down. Halliday will collect. Fires a saucer pass all the way across. Some impressive passing here. And right now, Bulls looking to regroup here, and same time, our cameraman Wally Mitchell looking to steal my chair. RJ Pfister's shot is blocked. Good thing Wally doesn't watch these back. David Wetzel walking the line. Shot off the beak of Ahern Jr. and knocked the stick out of Howard's hands, too.
Good shot from the point. Just 3:51 left, and the Bulls just looking to get to the finish line here.
And right now, they're on the attack. Dorico in the dot versus Gallagher now, and you could ask every single person watching this game who the best player of the Bulls is tonight, and I really think you could get about 10 to 15 different answers.
If I was a streamer, I'd be like, what do you say, chat? But I'm not a broadcaster.
Right now, well, there's a reason it's our YouTube channel and not Twitch. No matter how much our cameraman Frank Potato wants us to be Twitch. Right now, Bulls resetting, looking up ice. The power play will come to an end, but right now it's all Smithtown all the time. They're entering the zone. Shane Reedy, offsides is the call. Smithtown Hauppauge gets a face-off just outside the zone. It's going to be Dorico in the dot. Matched up against, it's like Bonig is going to take this one, and Bulls forward, winning it. Dorico on it, battling with Myers. Caphammer, reversing it. Around the wall, it comes to Urso. Under pressure, back to Caphammer. And Arlington gets a clear, but the Bulls get possession. Victor Dorico escaping pressure. Cutting in, drops it off. Landrigan towards the front, looking. Shot redirected. Dorico wanted the wraparound, doesn't have it. Moves it to the point. Wetzel walking the line, escaping Myers. Trying to hold it in. Backhand pass to the point. Rue deflects it. Doesn't come out of the zone. Dorico tried to move it along, but Caphammer picking it up, heading up ice, entering. Poked off his stick. Bulls looking to force a change of possession, and Admirals can't settle it. Myers in a race with Wetzel. Bulls defender looks like he ends up strong-arming him in the corner. RJ Pfister watching on, doesn't have to support Victor Dorico. Again, always around the puck. Gets that clear and comes right back to him. The first pass won't go, and now the Bulls center. A lot of stick handling there. making his way through traffic, and now Bulls on the forecheck. Under 2 minutes remaining. It's a battle in the corner. Caphammer now gets some time to breathe, looking up ice. Turnover force. Wetzel over. Salito looking for a shot. Ends up spinning away from pressure. Moves to the point. Wetzel's shot. Redirected. Turned aside. It's loose. Bonig has it. Looking up ice. Pressing in transition. Fires that one in. He looks like he's going to get a change now. Bulls, on the other hand, well, they'll get a partial change too, but still pressing up ice right now. Puck didn't come out of play there. It was D'Alessandro who entered, but Nervegna gets the clear, and Johnson had it, but now Bulls re-enter. Sherwood throws on the brakes, moves it across. Barham walks in, fires. It's blocked, and right now Bulls looking to settle it. Comes out to the point, shot kicked out. It's loose. Landrigan back to Barham. Over to the front, shot from Sherwood, and that one right through the uprights, but we're going to get a stoppage here as that one went into the net.
Into the final minute here, and Bulls continuing to apply the pressure here.
Well, 8's great, but doesn't seem like they're satisfied with it, and right now, Arnone versus Johnson. Bulls win it back and walking the line and firing a shot that's kicked out by Ahern Jr. Went off the pad into the netting. 43 seconds now remaining in the period. And Bulls have scored 23 goals for in this tournament. For comparison, EI played the same teams, and they had a great tournament. Don't get me wrong, they've looked good so far. 14 goals for, 3 against. Walking in now, it's McRae. Looking, firing, loose, they score. Michael Arnone finds the back of the net, 34.8 remaining, so make that 24 goals for the Bulls, and 34.8 seconds till I can say the other one.
Ahern again, almost got over and made that save though.
It's impressive.
So acrobatic.
And, you know, it's tough because he's had a great game, and
I think he's had 2 great games today, Jack.
Well,
and that's even tougher for, it's tough for a skater to play 2 games in a day. I'm sure it's even tougher for a goalie to play 2 games in a day.
I mean, they're only getting up and down over and over and over again. I can't imagine.
They're standing there the whole time.
No, I was joking. I just meant getting up and down butterfly, and that takes a lot out of you.
You're going to stand there the whole time. At least the other guy's going to sit on the bench for a little bit.
Hey, I was joking about it not being hard.
I'm being a goalie defender, and I have never been a goalie defender in my life.
I know how hard it is for those guys to butterfly. My buddy brought me in as a shooting coach. I've learned way more about goaltending now. Shout out to Ron Petronello, Elite Goaltending Academy out on Long Island.
Final 5.6. Game 6 of 6 today, Jack.
Yeah, and only have under 6 seconds remaining. Bulls win the draw. And back-to-back shutout victories for the Bulls to open their trip to Saugerties. 24 goals for, 0 against, and they'll be back in action tomorrow at noon as they take on the East Islip Chiefs in a rematch of their semifinals matchup, which ended in a 4-3 victory for the Bulls. But for now, Smithtown, Hauppauge, I should say, really do add that L. Why did nobody tell me? Either way, final score, Smithtown Hauppauge wins over Arlington, 9-0. It's in my head now. Bulls coming away with the victory over the Admirals. And our very own Wally Mitchell, who played for Sachem, heckling me from behind. I never pointed out that, I make mistakes too. I'm human. Then again, I don't point out when everyone makes mistakes, like your senior year at Sachem, Wally. All right, so we'll sign off now. Have a great night, everyone.